What's up, football fans? This is Play Action Takes presented by Apollo Media. This podcast is brought to you by Zing Zang's Blazing Bloody Mary Mix. If you haven't already, go get some. For the holiday season, Christmas is upcoming, you're going to have plenty of parties. Just go get the pre-made bottle. You don't have to worry about putting your vodka in it. If you're picky and you want to choose your vodka, you like Grey Goose, you like Stoli, Belvedere, you can go get the stuff, which is just the mix. And then you can add your own vodka. You can determine how much vodka you put in there. Zang responsibly. Go get your Blazing Bloody Mary Mix today from Zing Zang. And go check out celebrity.com to go check out all of the awesome collectibles we have with Celebrity Mint, Mike Tyson, Ric Flair. Great. You know, you could put them in the stockings. You could stuff some stockings with some Celebrity Mint cards.
Good stocking stuffers.
They're
good
great.
Stocking stuffers.
So get your Christmas shopping done at celebritymint.com and go get your Christmas Bloody Mary Mix from Zing Zang. Boys, week 15 is upon us.
Week 15 is wild. It's wild. It's when you get to the middle of between 10 and 20, you're like, man, we're getting there. You know, it's pretty much almost over.
Yeah.
At this point in my brain, it's like, all right, it's almost over.
Yeah, just a few more weeks. But it's been a fun one. And then, you know, it's sad it's ending, but then these playoffs should be wild. So we're in for some good times. We still got some time left.
Yeah, historically, December and January has been my least favorite month of watching Miami Dolphins football. It just never goes well. It just is always bad, and that happened Monday night. But I talked myself into it, boys. All right?
Uh-oh.
2018 is the 5-year anniversary of the Miami Miracle against the New England Patriots this past weekend. Friday was the 5-year anniversary. Monday night, we lose a lead that no team in NFL history has ever lost with 3 minutes left, covering the spread, by the way, too, 14-point lead. And they lost that game. And I've decided that was karma for the Miami Miracle. You know who won the Super Bowl the year of the Miami Miracle?
The Patriots.
The New England Patriots. So now I'm just talking myself back into the Dolphins winning the Super Bowl. We paid back our karma. We've earned some karma back. Let's just make a Super Bowl run.
You know what? I dig it. You know, I can see where you're coming from. I see the logic. I see the magic forming.
And I see the coping.
At least a deep playoff run.
Yeah.
No, at least a deep playoff run. You know.
Yeah.
If not a Super Bowl appearance, maybe like AFC Championship game. Which, I mean, that's a lot to ask for right there. AFC Championship game. Like I've never experienced that. So, I mean. Maybe Stoney. I hope.
Here's the deal, Stone. And I love it. We've all been there. We've all been trying. You know, we've all been in a position where we feel like we need to cope with our team's loss, like a bad one. But what we all know, as all lifelong football fans, is that the football gods are not fair. The football gods taketh, and they do not giveth unless they want to. So all this is moot. It's up to them, and we'll just see how it plays out. But I don't think karma, whatever, the universe, when it comes to football, there's only one being in charge, and that's the football god Wheatluff. And he is not a nice man. Mm-hmm. And he seems like he really likes Tennessee. He loves Will Levis, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I was in a deep depression after that game. The last 4 minutes, we go up. Like, the fumble happens. They score the touchdown. Me and my dad are going crazy. We're like, look at us. Now we're covering. Like, we were like, this is a terrible game. Now we're 10 wins. 3 minutes left. We're chilling. It quickly went downhill. Slumped into my chair. Just slouched as all could be. Just slumping into my chair. Just pure depression. Hand on the face. Just like, and then walking out of the stadium and then sitting in traffic for an hour to get back to the place where we were staying. Awful. It was like 1 a.m. when we got back. It was a miserable experience. But week 15 is here. We wipe the hands clean. We call it a day. And we're here for some new football. And you boys, we got something new this week. We have Thursday night football tonight. We're recording this Thursday, December 14th. The game's not good, but that's okay. We have football on tonight. We got a day off for Friday. No Black Friday games, no Friday games. But boys, we got Saturday football this week.
Yeah, we do. That's something, there's been a lot of like building pressure in football on me. Just one bad thing, another bad thing, just kind of like stacking on top of me. And like plates on my head. And Saturday football kind of comes in and takes a few plates off my head, and I'm like, oh, I can
Yeah.
enjoy a little bit now, because this past Sunday and this upcoming Sunday is about to be so not good for me, so not good for me. But Saturday football, it's good.
Yeah, it'll
Thank
be
you, Nick.
nice to just be able to on a Saturday. Look, Saturdays are for college football. Usually, obviously, the season is over. We're waiting for all the bowl games and stuff. Also, college football is fun. I like it, especially when my team's good. But there's something special about NFL football, and so when we can get that NFL football on a Saturday, it just makes the entire weekend just feel just like a celebration of the best thing
Tremendous.
on earth. And
Yeah.
Tremendous.
that is football, and I mean I'm talking about the National Football League. That's the best thing
Yes.
that's ever been invented on Earth, and
Yeah.
so it feels nice. I can't wait. I wish there was a Friday game. I wish we could just do a full sweep: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That would be
I think
lovely.
I'd be exhausted. I think I just wouldn't be able to speak on Monday or Tuesday when we did this podcast.
Hey, dude, exhausted
My
doing what you
eyeballs would
love,
be
brother. That's okay. You know,
eyeballs
that
would be
makes it
bleeding
worth
of
it.
football. It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about two of the games on Saturday. There's three. First game we'll talk about Vikings at Bengals -3, the battle of the backup quarterbacks. Both vying for playoff spots here. The Bengals are in the hunt, and the Vikings are clinging, just hoping that the Packers don't keep rushing back. Yeah, it's weird. Justin Jefferson might be okay. He might be playing. Seems like he is. I just saw Rappaport tweeted out that it looks like Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson are probably going to play.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
it's interesting.
It's a battle of 7 and 6 teams trying to get one of those lower seeds with, like you said, backup quarterbacks. I think it becomes so ridiculous. It becomes fun, you know.
Yeah.
The fact that it's an NFC versus AFC matchup, probably going to be cold weather, only game going on during the day. Like, I'm in. I think it's going to be really fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Look. I would just love. I would love it if this was Kirk Cousins versus Joe Burrow. You know what I mean? That would just be lovely.
Awesome.
And Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, like the whole thing that would be amazing. But no, we're gonna watch Nick Mullins play quarterback for 4 quarters against the Bengals. The Bengals should honestly run away with this one. I think the Vikings, especially if Justin Jefferson's not playing. If Justin's playing, it's a little different, but even he's not enough to overcome just everything. Also, the Bengals are still a really sound team, and Jake Browning, I mean, what a big dog.
He might not be playing though.
Huh?
Is he not playing? Is he not playing? He got injured last week.
Browning did?
Yeah, AJ
he
McCarron.
I think
Browning's
he
playing.
ended up coming back. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's
All
playing.
right.
Yeah, I was.
All right.
That's what I was thought. Yeah, no, but it just Browning's way better than Mullins. Shout out Mullins, dude. Shout out to that one game that me and Garrett watched in a BJ's Brewhouse when Nick Mullins came in for the Niners, and he was just dogging, dude. He went out there and just let his nuts hang. And ever since then, I've respected Mullins, but no, Bengals got this one for sure. And honestly, the Bengals can. I'm not saying they're like gonna make a run or anything, but if they're in the playoffs, like they deserve it. Like they deserve a spot there.
I saw a TikTok mashup someone did of Joe Burrow, Jake Browning. The injury happens. Jake Browning comes in and wins games, and then they kept flashing back to Drew Bledsoe getting hurt and Tom Brady coming into the game.
Yeah,
and we're like, history always repeats itself. It's just like, oh boy.
That'd be fucking. Man, that would shatter my world.
Yeah,
Jake
it'd be
Browning was
awful.
better than Joe Burrow. I'd be like, I don't even know what I know anymore. I don't know anything. I guess.
It'd be terrible. But it's a fun game. 2 teams that are vying for playoff spots, so that's always makes for good football. It could be disgusting football. The Vikings did only score 3 points last week, but new quarterback. Josh Dobbs' experiment is over. Our eyebrows are safe, so we got that going for us.
The Dobbs agenda ended about as quickly as it started.
Yep.
So
Pretty rough.
Yeah. So Nick Mullins, step right up. Hey, I'm a Nick Mullins boy. Like Noah is. I'm a Nick Mullins boy. So let's go.
I mean, I like him.
Vikings.
I think his time has passed, though. I don't think he's going to be good at all. I think he's going to be.
You watch him win this game. Watch him win this game.
I hope he. That would be really cool. I don't give a baker's fuck who wins this game. So whoever it is.
I hope the Vikings win this game. So
that's true. That's true. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. I would for Texans playoff.
The AFC needs to be balanced.
You're right. That's just kind of they've moved into the back of my head until CJ Stroud's healthy. Like not in the back of my head, but I'm just kind of like whatever happens with them. But you're right. All right, let's go, Nick. Let's go, Mullins.
Let's go, Nick. Sure. Let's go, Nick. Big Dick Nick.
I'm on the opposite side. I'm rooting for the Bengals because just keep the Bills as low as possible. They're the 11th seed right now. Just keep them there. Want nothing to do with it.
Understandable.
Another game that has some playoff little tinglies. The Broncos at the Lions. Lions are favored by 4 points. It's on Saturday. Lions have looked bad, to say the least, in recent weeks. They haven't looked good. The defense hasn't been good pretty much the whole season, and the offense seems to be just shit in the bed. Jared Goff, welcome back to 2020. Not good. Not good when you have a first-round running back and David Montgomery that lead the league in rushing, and all of a sudden you just can't win games.
Yeah.
Not very good.
Yeah. The Lions' downfall, I mean, I wouldn't even really call it a downfall. It's just kind of a skid. The Lions' skid quickly becoming a downfall is so Detroit Lions. It's so Lions. And then if they just get into the playoffs, imagine they're very lucky that they're winning. They're going to win their division. Very lucky. Because if they had to start out on the playoffs on the road, they would probably get blown out. They'd probably get blown out first round.
Yeah.
But this game against the Broncos, I don't know what to think. It's in Detroit, right?
It is. Yeah. It is.
I think it's gonna be a pretty good game, but I don't think Detroit's gonna win this game. I think they're gonna lose 3 in a row. Oh well, they won against the Saints. I think they're gonna lose 2 in a row. No, I don't know. The Broncos good. Lions bad in the last few weeks.
I don't know what to make of the Lions right now. I know they've looked bad. Obviously, they haven't. They've looked like they looked great early in the season. They've obviously got, like Garrett said, a skid. This is the game though that tells us what's going on, because the Broncos are a good team. They're not a great team. They're not a bad team. They're good. So if they can go have the Broncos come into Detroit and just handle business and not have Jared Goff throw 2 or 3 picks and just no touchdowns or just one, or if Jared Goff can play well, I think the Lions are fine. I think everyone goes through a little slump, but I think this is the game that tells us, are the Lions pretenders or contenders? Because a lot of people had them. I mean, they're Super Bowl contenders halfway through the season. It was like, no, they're the big dogs of the NFC, or one of them. Now, obviously, going through the skid, but I'm interested. I think the Lions win it, but I need the Lions to make a statement. Like, no, we've been fucking around, but this is us, and they need to kick the shit out of the Broncos.
So we've got about 2 weeks left in 2023 total. Detroit has the lowest crime or murder rate, I can't remember which one it is, in the last 60 years of their city.
Yeah.
This is credit to the Lions for being good at football.
This
is now on the Lions. You have 2 weeks to turn it around. If you start losing games left and right, that murder rate, the crime rate might skyrocket up, and that's on you guys. It's not on anyone else. It's on the Lions.
Yeah.
So
Jared Goff, you'll have blood
figure
on
it out.
your hands. You have blood on your hands.
His
Jared.
fault.
Oh my god, dude! That Jared Goff actually is sitting in like his house, like
he's like, fuck.
He's like, all these innocent people.
It'd be so bad.
I'm killing them. I think depending on how Jared Goff plays this game and the rest of the season, you need to think about moving on from him.
Yeah. And this is the draft to do it in too. There's quarterbacks that you can get in the late first round, even in the early second round, probably. Like, you just want to go get Bo Nix and see if the Bo Nix experience is any fun. Play indoors. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, we've seen the best of Jared Goff. Jared Goff is a good quarterback. That's all I can say about him. He's a good quarterback. Yeah. Is he the one to elevate your team to championship status? At this point, nah. We know this. He went to that one Super Bowl, didn't score any touchdowns. Nah. So depending if he balls out the rest of the season, kind of has a good playoff run, maybe keep him. If it doesn't play well, like starting against the Bears and then continuing against the Broncos and then going forward, got to think about moving on from him.
Yeah, of course.
Love Jared, but
Yeah. Let's go. Let's move on to Sunday. Early games are a little bit of a dud. We got a good afternoon game though. Cowboys at Bills. Bills are favored by 2 points. I would assume that this is the Tony Romo game. I could be wrong.
should be.
Actually, Tony Romo might be on the Dolphins game this week. I can't remember. But either way, I just don't want Tony Romo on this call because it's a Josh Allen game, and anytime Tony Romo's on a Josh Allen call, it's a suck fest.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's Fox, so it's probably going to be Kevin Burkhardt and
beautiful.
Greg Olsen.
Beautiful. Yeah. That's a great call by them to put that on Fox.
It is. I like those guys a lot, and
I do too.
This is going to be.
They're really good together. Yeah,
dude, this is going to be a really good game. I think.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Bills are must-win territory. They're coming off that win against the Chiefs. They're hot. They're feeling it. But the Dallas Cowboys are also like, we're hot. We're hotter, and it honestly might be more important for the Cowboys to win, just so they can. So they're trying to prove themselves. People are still like, oh
yeah, the Bills are good. Obviously, they're good. They're hot, and I know they're at home. I know it's in Buffalo, but having the Bills favored in this game is wild to me. I don't think that's favored. The Bills being favored by 2. I know it's a small margin, but still, I mean, the Cowboys are probably the hottest team in football. Them and the Niners. But and the Bills are, like I said, the Bills are good. The Bills are hot. It doesn't need to be a big spread. It doesn't. But it's favored by 2 is kind of crazy to me because I think the Cowboys, they go into Buffalo and win. But like I said, the Bills they have something to fight for. I don't know who needs it more. They both need it a lot. The Cowboys are going to get in either way, so I guess the Bills probably are the ones that are really they're they got a little more to prove, a little more to fight for. But I'm kind of shocked the Bills are favored. But I don't know.
Yeah,
this is going to be a really fun game.
Research has determined that Vegas gives home NFL teams 1.5 points.
Yeah.
At home, so this is really a 0.5. It's a half a point line.
Yeah.
In all technicality, it's a December game in Buffalo, cold weather, to the Cowboys team who plays indoors, who wins at home indoors from Texas, where it hasn't really been cold yet up here in Dallas. It's like 60 degrees right now and sunny. I don't know what the weather's like going to be in Buffalo this week. It could be snowing, it could be sleeting, it could be raining, it could be gross.
I just checked.
All right, weatherman.
Very, very fucking boring. Well, not boring, but it's high of 48, rainy.
Rainy.
So, yeah, I'm tired of these rain games. I want cold weather snow games, man.
Yeah.
I thought maybe mid-December in Buffalo, we might be getting little flurries out there. It'll look awesome on camera, like the battling Dak versus Josh Allen in the snow. Nah, it's gonna be rainy. High of 48. Probably not even gonna be You're probably not gonna see each other's breaths.
Well,
probably not gonna see any breaths.
That's called global warming, Garrett. Fix it. All right.
Yeah, dude, do something about it. Call us in.
I'm throwing everything I got at it, man. I'm throwing everything I got at it, bro.
I don't even know what global warming really is. Are we just getting closer to the sun? Is that really all that's happening?
Yeah, that's what it's actually. So we're moving closer and closer a little bit every year to the sun.
Yeah, by a centimeter.
One day we're actually just going to collide with it, but that's way on to the future. But
it's like that Nate Bargatze bit where he's like, if I went back in time to try to explain things to people, they were like, well, what are cell phones? How do those work? And he's like,
satellites.
I don't know. What's a satellite? Like, probably shouldn't have said that.
What's in space, dude? I don't know.
Yeah, they're like, what's global warming? You're like, I think it's like we get closer to the sun. I don't.
What's space? You just got to go up a little bit.
I heard it's big.
It's kind of black. You can't breathe up there. I don't know. Whatever. No, it's going to be a fun game. This spot has been stellar the last 2 weeks. You had Bills and Chiefs in this spot last week. Yeah. Week before you had the Eagles-Bills, which was just a phenomenal game, went to overtime. So the Bills just sitting in this spot, the 325 game, has been tremendous the last 2 weeks. Let's just keep it going. Make it 3 in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I do think this will be a great game. I think it'll be like one of the better games that we see in the last few weeks in the weeks coming out. So a lot of implications this game, and also a lot of star power on the field.
Yep. Sunday night, The Baltimore Ravens favored by 3.5 against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yep.
I
I like this game. I'm just thinking about, excuse me. I'm just thinking about that if, my sweet baby boy CJ Stroud was playing,
mm-hmm.
I would care a lot more because, spoiler alert, I don't think the Texans are going to win this week. So I'm really, really need the Ravens to just fucking blow out the Jaguars. Just blow them out, dude. I don't even want a game. I don't even want a good game. Just fucking kill them. Dog walk 'em.
Yeah, I mean, Ravens, come on. I mean, help us out a little bit. Because if the Texans aren't out of it, CJ's going to be back next week, most likely. So we're still in the hunt. We're still running for it. So let's Ravens come in, do your thing, kick the Jags' ass. Stoney, I know you might not want the Ravens to win for seeding purposes, but y'all just dropped one in Tennessee or in Miami, but to Tennessee. But just bear with us. We need the Ravens to get this win. And also, this would be a big statement win for the Jags because they're dropping in the power rankings pretty much every week. I mean, they've been showing the world like, oh, this team is not what we thought they were or what they could be. And Trevor looks a little shaky, but they're going to be playing. They're going to come out hot trying to prove themselves. So Ravens need to be ready for that. Because the Ravens are good, but I feel like the Ravens are a team that can be – you can catch them off guard a little bit if they're not coming to play and the other team just comes out hot. But I think the Ravens got it. They should. They should have it.
Yeah, so this is interesting. Last week, looking at all the seeding scenarios, I'm like, all right, if we win this week, we're in the driver's seat. And obviously we lose, and the Ravens win in overtime. So I was like, all right, so now we're game back. The game – the week after, I guess, is New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve will be Dolphins-Ravens. So I was looking ahead and all that kind of stuff. I've decided to stop doing that. I think the players were doing that last week. I think that's why they looked tight and they just did not play well. They weren't scoreboard watching. They were standings watching all week. Yeah. They were listening to the scenarios and all that. So I've decided not to do that this week. Ravens at Jags is a fun game because, technically speaking, the Jags still have a shot at the number 1 seed. So if they win, they pull within a game, and then if the Dolphins lose, then all of a sudden the Jags are like either the 1 seed or the 2 seed. Like it'd be a little weird. It could start getting real weird in the 1 through 4 spots in the AFC. Doesn't matter to me who wins this game, but I guess I'll root for the Ravens just for y'all's sake. Keep that division hopes alive for you guys as long as you can go win with Sir Davis Mills.
I don't think we're not to talk about the Texans too much, but I don't think we should be chalking this up as an L immediately. I think we're still a lot of things that can go our way. And the Titans, I know they just beat y'all, but they're not that good. I mean, they're last in the division for a reason. And Davis is not. Shouts Davis, solid player, so not a great quarterback like you need, but. He's solid, and also with a good offensive coordinator like Slowick, he can dial some things up to make it work. So I think I'm watching this game, still thinking the Jags. We'll already know what the Texans game is like when this game's on, obviously. So I am rooting for the Jags' downfall every day of my life. That's what I'll say.
All right, and then last game of the week, Monday night, Eagles favored by 3.5 at Seattle Seahawks. And before we get into this, I have a fun stat for you guys. Since 2008, the Eagles have not won against the Seattle Seahawks. They are 0-7. 2008. I was 12 years old.
12 years old. That's wild. That's fucking crazy that the Eagles is the kryptonite is fucking Seattle. When like I don't know. I feel like the last few years specifically, it's like the Eagles have been so much better than Seattle. They haven't.
When's the last time they played?
Let me pull that up real quick. I did Google it right before.
Well, because 2012
it was 2020.
I mean, okay.
So Jalen Hurts' rookie year.
Yeah, so it was Jalen Hurts' rookie year, and then also 2012 is when the Seahawks were kind of getting there. I mean, Russell was not too far after that. You know, that makes sense to me. You know, that should change. Also, if I was the Seahawks, I'm going to write a fucking strongly worded letter to Roger Goodell about making the Seahawks play the Niners, and then the next week play the Eagles. I mean, that sucks. That sucks a lot. But it's the way the cookie crumbles. And sorry, Seahawks, but I mean, it's a wrap, Jack. I mean,
Yeah,
they're gonna get clapped.
I mean, I think they have a fighter's chance against the Eagles. I don't know.
Yeah,
The Eagles have been on a skid, man,
they,
and like
They have, but yeah, the Seahawks aren't gonna.
I
Well,
mean,
what's
the
the deal with
Seahawks.
Geno? Is Geno playing?
I don't know.
Because Drew
No
Lock
idea.
was slinging it last week, and
Yeah,
if Drew
dude.
Lock Prince is out there, I mean, it's a wrap.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
the Seahawks, they did put up 35 on Dallas just a few weeks ago on Thursday night. And the Eagles did not put up 35 points against Dallas the other night. So that's something we did see. It's the bird on bird crime. Which bird's going to come out on top? I don't know.
I think it could be Seattle, man. I don't know.
Really
I think
could
it
be.
would be obviously it's going to be must win for Philly because they're now second in their division. But I don't know. Seattle's also like, what about us, man? We want to make a wild card spot, so let's do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it'll be close, but Eagles will probably come out on top. But Seattle has more of a chance than we think. I think.
Yeah, it's in Seattle. They have the home field advantage, the 12th man, all that kind of stuff. It always is loud, even if they're not very good. So they're fine this year. So I would expect it to be loud, especially with the Eagles coming to town. Eagles fans are notoriously crazy and loud, so I'm sure the Seattle fans are going to want to show out and prove why they have the 12th man flag that flies across their stadium, which is kind of weird that they do that as a pro team, but whatever, it's fine. Yeah.
Drew Lock is starting, by the way. Drew Lock's starting for the.
Oh yeah, we're getting a vintage Drew Lock game, baby.
Vintage Drew Lock game.
He was making some plays. He was making
He
some
was.
plays against the
He didn't have
Titans.
a terrible game. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is play Young Jeezy on the sideline every time he's on the sideline and let him just rap.
He's gonna
Young
put on
Jeezy
the
whole time, and all of a sudden he's gonna have 302 touchdowns and 4 picks. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. They'll win by like a point. They'll kick a field goal at the end of the game and win.
All right, and we don't talk about this team very often because why would we this season? But it's not in the notes or anything. I do want to talk about some wild shit going on in the league though right now, and that's Tommy DeVito. We are not talking about Tommy DeVito enough on this podcast.
No,
Yeah, you're
that
right.
shit is nuts. I love it. I think he's fun. I think he's cool. Also, it's just like they've won 3 straight games with him. Like we got to talk about that.
If James Gandolfini is still alive, we get a brand new season of The Sopranos. Like they bring them back.
Yeah.
And we get the agent, the DeVito family. We get Tommy playing for the Giants. Tony's trying to get his daughter to marry Tommy or start dating him. It's like he's a giant. Come on.
Yeah. Well, the story that he still lives at home because his childhood home where he grew up is like 3 blocks away from MetLife. Like he's just playing. He's a starting quarterback for the Giants for his hometown team. He grew up. It's just crazy. Like it's just like the whole thing with his agent. It's fun. It's a storyline that I think people aren't giving. People are talking about it a lot, but it's like it's actually wild what's going on in the Giants building right now. It's cool.
Yeah, it's very fun, but at the same time, I don't go, watch out, because they're not. It's not.
I'm not saying the Giants are good, and also I'm not saying Tommy DeVito is going to last as like this like starting quarterback in the league, but it is just really fun. Also, it's just hilarious that Daniel Jones got paid all that fucking money, and catastrophically bad, like embarrassing to his relatives bad, and now Tommy DeVito is making $150 each game or whatever, and just coming in and just having fun, and he runs, dude. Have you all seen? He's quick, like he's fun to watch. Like he's like not a backup quarterback that's just like making check downs of fluky plays. Like he's actually a fun quarterback to watch play. I like Tommy. I'm excited to see what he can do.
I also have a pretty fun stat. Since week 10, Tommy DeVito has outscored Patrick Mahomes
Yeah.
for
Hey,
Simple
four
math right
straight
there.
weeks. For 4 weeks since week 10, Tommy DeVito has put up more points than Patrick Mahomes.
it's crazy.
I don't know.
Another fun fact: my Mississippi State Bulldogs beat Tommy DeVito in his Fighting Illini in the bowl game in his last college career game.
Where did he go?
Illinois, Brett Bielema.
Fuck, man.
Hey.
He will be on the roster next year. He will be a backup again, but
Mhm.
he's gonna be one of those beloved backups where it's like
He's
we
Gardner
fucking love
Minshew
you.
2.0, but
Yeah,
Italian. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, he's gonna be one of those backups. They're like, fucking love that guy. I will like buy that beer. I will buy that guy a beer anytime I see him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking love that guy.
Gardner Minshew is Brandon, Mississippi, and Tommy DeVito is Tony Soprano's like cousin.
Yeah.
They're just the same person on a different timeline.
Yes, yeah. That's just how it's gonna be. So, Tommy DeVito, fucking welcome to the NFL. You're gonna be beloved by the Giants fans for the next few years until
For honestly, ever, just from this 3-game stretch, like they'll always be fans of Tommy DeVito just because of how fun, honestly, he's probably. Giants fans were waking up Sunday mornings like dreading watching the game early this season. And then now they're watching it like, well, who knows what Tommy DeVito's going to do? Maybe it'll be cool. And so,
Well,
like, just for that alone.
they're fucking watching and they're like, man, I love this Tommy DeVito. Wait a minute. What is that? Is that his family doing this? All right. Awesome. Then they wake up and they're like, well, all right, this Tommy DeVito stuff. Who the fuck is that his agent? And it just gets crazier and crazier, more Italian and more Italian. And
Yeah,
people are
dude.
like, this is awesome.
No,
So Giants fans are enjoying the storyline for sure.
I was watching an interview with Nick Casario, and they were talking about his agent, and Nick was like, "Oh no, he's actually the coolest guy. Like I know him really well. We know each other a long time." And I'm like, "Oh, Nick's in on it too." Casario.
No, the black 3-piece pinstripe suit with the fedora, and kissing
Yeah.
his dad on the cheek during the game Monday night.
Yep.
So we had the game on in our little TV in front of our seats on Monday night. So I was watching the game on the field, and then I was watching the Giants and the Packers in the little TV square, and yeah, I was having fun. I was like, Tommy DeVito's just running forever. Like he just scrambled for 40 yards and almost scored that one touchdown. I was like, this is sick. It's the Tommy DeVito legacy game, and it turns out he's just like he's Johnny Manziel his freshman year at Texas A&M, kind of just fucking around.
Yeah.
I don't know if he knows the plays really, but he's just scrambling. He's making plays happen. He's just doing things off the cuff, and all of a sudden they win games. I mean, that game was over. 45 seconds, the Packers scored. They take the lead. They don't get the 2-point conversion, but 45, 48 seconds, something like that?
Clutch.
No problem. Tommy DeVito, welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, Tommy.
Well,
Well, you like it what you see.
And how his agent is getting him like chicken parm and deli deals and stuff in Jersey. He's just automatically right on it. Just go ahead and get in those deals.
If Tommy DeVito becomes like the next big thing, that he's like the starter for the Giants and he's kind of good and all that, put his ass at the Jersey Mike commercials with Danny DeVito. Tommy DeVito, the DeVito sub brothers, you know.
That would be sick.
I mean, that's what you have to do. That's what you have to do, Tommy.
They get a sandwich during football season. The DeVito dime. I don't know.
He's for sure going to get his own. They have Jersey. I bet you that. Do they have Jersey Mikes at MetLife, Noah?
No. I wish.
He'll get some kind of sandwich.
They don't have anything
probably
good
didn't
in that
even look.
stadium. They don't have
He was just so
anything good in
upset.
that stadium. Nothing about that stadium is redeeming.
Replace the turf so we can save Tommy DeVito's knees.
Please.
Yes, replace the turf so my sweet baby angel boy Will Anderson Jr. would be injured.
Yeah, same as Jalen Phillips. You owe him an Achilles. MetLife, looking at you. The whole insurance company. It's on you.
They owe themselves an Achilles. They owe their fuck. we fucked up.
Week 15. It's already here.
Yeah.
It's December.
Not an enjoyable week for me, but
no,
we'll see.
We'll see. What's the worst that could
It
happen?
might
You know?
It might be fun. We'll see.
I don't know. Well, I just saw the team that we're about to play beat your team, Stoney, and your team is really good. So
yeah. Well, good news for you guys is that the Titans will be wearing your jerseys on Sunday, so that'll be fun.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, fun. That's great.
Oh, goody. Can't wait.
If you want to hear the rant about the Texans and Oilers jersey controversy with the Titans, go ahead and click on Off the Gridiron tomorrow on Apollo HOU's YouTube. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it.
Do that. Yeah. It's gonna be fun. Can't
Dude,
wait.
Tennessee fans are about to get a fucking earful. Like, I'm gonna go
It'll be rough.
ham on them. Oh,
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I will
Yeah.
I will say whatever I want to say.
yeah.
As you should. This has been Play Action Takes presented by Apollo Media, brought to you by Zing Zang's Plays and Bloody Mary Mix and The Celebrity Mint. Go check out the links in the description below. Go get some stocking stuffers and let's enjoy the week. Let's enjoy a Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Let's
Full of
try. Let's try to. I'm gonna try.
Let's
Tom
do
DeVito's
it.
season.
Let's go.
Watch football. Watch NFL. Watch football.